back with another video. It's been a while since I've made a video, so I thought I'd make one today. I am extremely tired. I slept a lot this weekend, but I still feel tired, and I do know that, this program is extremely emotionally draining, because you spend a lot of your time wondering, how in the world can I get my life back? How can I get back to what I was doing? How can my life get better? And you cannot help but dwell on this. You can't help but, worry, because it's a very terrifying situation to be in. And there's a lot of people who are, kind of harassing or threatening to you, even though there's really no one, there's no reason for them to harass me. So I'm thinking about, the hostility that I've experienced and these accusations, based on the time period that I had left Bakersfield from 2007 to 2010. And I'm kind of smiling to myself in one way, in some ways, because, when people immediately assume something, like, for example, because I was living in the Allen Valley, they conjured up a bunch of stories, and they were so certain, so sure of it, because I personally believe that when people make those assumptions, and that's their first assumption, and they're just adamant about, putting that title or blaming a person for whatever, is because they themselves have a secret desire to live out of, I don't know, maybe a party type lifestyle. But I will say that I have always wanted to have more of a social life, but not quite like that. When I was living in the Allen Valley, I pretty much went to work and came home, and I did, try to develop relationships with, friendships with women, but I never, I just never got a chance to really have a lot of, female friends. So, and it's so funny, like I said, when people accuse you of things and they're so sure of it, it's because that's what they themselves would do if they were in that situation. But it just boggles my mind how many targeted individuals there are out there, and the very fact that so many people have never even considered that what they're doing at the workplace is wrong. So that's really my main message, because I know there's always going to be community harassment, but when it comes into the workplace, that's just something that I can't deal with. And especially because there's laws based on the things that, like, for example, my family didn't like my husband, so, my marriage is protected. Everything that I'm being basically treated like shit for, I'm protected. I'm protected. So, and the fact that employers didn't know this is very frustrating to me. But I am very tired. The job I'm working now is extremely boring, and that adds to the exhaustion, because when you're bored and you're not stimulated in any way, shape, or form, that adds to the pressure and the depression and the overall feeling of just like being extremely lethargic. So I understand that targeted individuals are having a very hard time. I just received something in my inbox about a guy who's, I guess, kind of doing some sort of traveling or doing some sort of marathon, in the hopes of helping targeted individuals. I think it's going to bring awareness, but a lot of people are aware of it. But I think there's a lot of people out there who love the devilish thrill of having control over somebody's life, I'm still trying to get over the fact that my family put me in this situation, and how they could have asked me, but if they did the math, they would kind of figure out by the time I went to work, and Chatsworth and back to the Allen Valley, there was no time to do anything, and I'm just tired of the rude behavior, the accusations, and I live a very humdrum life, and I would like to find a job that's a lot more stimulating than what I'm doing now. It's just extreme boredom. Everywhere I look, it's just, I have no motivation for anything anymore, because I feel like there's nothing out there. It has changed my view on people. I no longer care. I worry sometimes about myself, because I don't really feel like I'm the same person in regards to how I used to feel about, being charitable and caring about people. when you see a certain side of a person and people, you can no longer have that sort of compassion anymore. So that does change you. I am extremely tired of the manipulation of my life, and the fact that people would feel like most of the people who targeted me really don't know me. So for them to get irritated and want to destroy my marriage is just outright wrong. I have no interest in the outside world. I really don't. I don't have an interest in, at this point, I really am leery of people in general. I don't trust them, and I just think that, there's a lot of evil out there, and it's getting to the point where, I have to be very careful about who I associate with. And I have to be far more, careful about who I encounter. And but I need to start my job search, and I'm just extremely tired. I mean, I can't give up. I mean, I feel like I should, but I can't, because there's just no happiness where I'm at right now. And I wake up every morning and I feel absolutely dead to the world. I have no desire to be there. It doesn't stimulate me. I'm not interested in it. And I feel as though I deserve a position that's going to allow me to use my skills and then will help me support my other further goals. And this is just not what I really want, And the fact that my family could manipulate something like that is just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, and I will never get over it. I will never get over it in a million years. And I'm still in shock because, all this stuff can go behind your back, and there's a lot of targeted individuals. The rumor mill, like I said, it fuels this program. And, let's just say, for example, when I was living in the Yellow Valley, I was like partying hard, and I was, hanging out every Friday night, drinking, partying, coming home late. I'm talking like 4:30 in the morning, crashing on Saturday, and then waking up late on Sunday afternoon, and just living a completely what I consider a slothful lifestyle. Let's just say, for example, I was doing something like that, which is really out of my character. But if I was, the thing is that these issues are personal issues that really don't have anything to do with the workplace. Now, let's just say, for example, you were like a total alcoholic, and you come to work drunk every day. Well, then, that's kind of a problem because it affects your job. But when people start to judge you based on things that are not related to your job, that is nothing more than discrimination, and it should never happen. And I always assumed that that employers knew this, And then the fact that these people are my family wants to attack my marriage, I find that this absolutely earth-shattering and disturbing to me because, I love my husband, and I'm very leery of most people, and I don't ever want to involve myself really with anybody at this point. Sure, I wish I had some girlfriends and stuff, but I know that people are very fucking evil. I truly fucking believe this. And I'm very leery of people in general, and my husband is the only person that I felt any closeness to. And the fact that you'd have employers that would want to participate in something like this is absolutely, it's devastating, because I've worked very hard to get everything that I have, and I'm a very hard worker. I'm dedicated, and I have great work ethic. I'm very strong in my capabilities, and I go above and beyond. And to hold my marriage against me is not only illegal, but it's extremely unethical, and it's just shattering to somebody. I mean, how could you take away somebody that somebody loves, It's really wrong. And then I know they track my beliefs, my religious beliefs. And this is not a helpful video. It's more just me, like, notating my journal. But, religion is like the no-brainer. How could you come after me because I personally believe that the majority of Christians, I don't even want to call them Christian, fundamentalists are just nothing more than full of bullshit. They're bullshitters, And I try to live my life as best I can. I try to be a good person. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes in the past. But once I realize that I made a mistake or I hurt somebody, I try not to do it again. And, you know, I don't really care what the chatter is out there and what people are assuming and what they are trying to force, whatever they're trying to force me into, they probably want themselves, okay? And if that's their kind of lifestyle that they want to live, then you go right ahead. That's their choice. And I'm not going to hold that against people, okay? But that's not what I want in my life, okay? I want a very spiritual life. What I mean by spiritual is things that make me feel whole, things that are constantly, I like to focus on spirituality 24 hours a day, and that's who I am. And then I also like to, I'm very work-oriented. I like to work, and I have a great business mind. So I belong in the workplace, and that's what I want to do. And once I have that, and I have my husband and my son, I'm very content with my life, and I don't want anything else. This is what I want for myself. And to have people throw that or their ideas into what I'm supposed to want out of life is, it's not only illegal, it's just like, what makes these people think that they have the right to do something like that? I mean, how dare they? You know, to me, it's just so intrusive, and it's immoral, okay? Because everybody knows I'm married, okay? So if my family was, for example, trying to destroy my marriage, or even worse, if they were trying to connect me with somebody else, and they know that I'm married, that's wrong. It's immoral, and I can't even forgive somebody like that. It's so fucking wrong. But anyway, those are my thoughts right now, and they're very heavy because you know, this is my life that people decided to play with. And for the people who got involved, I can't say that, you know, some people say, oh, you got to forgive people. For something like that, I can't forgive them. I cannot forgive them. I cannot think well of them. I just really wish everybody who participated in this, they need to die in my mind. Okay, I don't want to remember them. I don't want to think about them. I just want to move on. And that includes my family as well. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. And I just had to talk, you know, because I know my husband's tired of hearing it. And I'm just overwhelmed. It's overwhelming. Being a targeted individual is overwhelming for many reasons because you're carrying the world on your shoulders, okay? For all the so-called fake, phony friends, goodbye, so long, and good riddance to you because you're trash. And if you try to destroy my life, go fuck yourself. There's no reason why I should feel sorry about losing these people. Because in my opinion, I never had them in the first place. If they're that fucking low to destroy my work after I've struggled so hard, go fuck yourself, seriously. But I don't know. People to me are just, I don't know, they're trash. And, you know, I'm a dedicated worker, and I deserve to have something good, and I deserve to have something better than what I'm doing. And I'm not happy in the situation I'm in, and I'm tired of dealing with the people that I work with, and the very fact that somebody would think that they had the right to choose my job is so fucking, you know, that is wrong too. I mean, that is the most egotistical and arrogant thing a person could ever do. Have no regard for what a person likes to do or how they want to survive or what kind of bills I have to pay. I mean, you know, just to fucking think that you could make that decision for a person is just like the ultimate in form of abuse, and it is abuse. So anyway, and that's just the way it is. I don't want these fucking old employers that I used to work with who are probably involved. You know, look, you're supposed to be a reference. Just be a reference and leave me alone. I don't want to have anything to do with these people. I don't want to see these people. I don't want to hear anything from them. I wish they were all dead, every single last one of them. And, you know, the only reason why, you know, if there were no laws, these people deserve to get the ultimate punishment, in my opinion. And I can never forgive them. I can't, not for that. Anyway, wrapping up this video.